joined by interim head coach Ryan Whalen and senior Quinn Taylor. Coach, if you start with an opening statement, please.
Yeah, obviously tonight didn't go the way we had planned for it. Obviously a difficult situation that we're going through. So some of the stats that jump out. I personally have to do a better job, in the game, getting these guys going. Just too many mental lapses on my part. We'll get better at that going forward. But anytime you get out rebounded 53-31, I mean that was something that we had harped on before the game. I thought we did a good job when we were still in the game of defending the three-point line, which was another key. And then obviously, when we started pressuring them, they were getting over the top and making shots. But, going forward, there's some things obviously we need to work on, and you can bet we will.
Coach, what do you think wasn't working on offense today?
To be honest with you, I thought in the first half, I thought we were getting good looks. We just weren't making them. And then, when shots don't go down sometimes, it's deflating. When you're working so hard on the defensive end, the score was 2-2 or 4-4 for a really long time. And when you're working so hard on that defensive end and you're getting to the basket and you're getting good looks and they're not going in, it's deflating. And as a young team, I think we just need to kind of learn to work through that. And we'll get better at it. These guys will continue to play through it, and the older guys will continue to show them. But, I think that offensively we dug ourselves in a hole. And, anytime you do that, especially, with a younger team, you're kind of pressing to get back into it. And that's never an ideal situation.
This is your first game of the season, already a week in. Bryant had already played 3 games. How big of an advantage do you think that was for them?
Obviously, we played last week. Obviously, it was an exhibition game. But, to me, basketball is basketball. And, anytime you have an opportunity to lace them up and get out there and play, it's a special day and it's a great day. Obviously, them playing helped. They played 3 really tough games, and obviously none of them were kind of the result they were today. They were all tight, so they were a little battle tested. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I just think I think both teams came out a little flat, and I think they got out of it before we did, and just kind of got behind the 8 ball and struggled to get back into it.
Quinn, you finished last year strong. Obviously, this year being the senior leader, how have you been able to grow into the greater role on the team?
Coaches has put a lot of confidence in me. I just got to keep coming out, playing hard, helping the young guys get through practices and games, and continue to encourage them.
Coach, you never want to lose a game, but a game like this, how important do you think a game like this is for the younger players to kind of face this adversity early on and kind of prepare them for later in the season, especially conference play?
You never want to lose a game like this, but like you said, it's going to prepare us for situations that we're going to come across. You play 30-something odd games, and obviously we want to be playing deep into March. There's going to be a situation later in the year where this might happen. Hopefully it doesn't. But we just got to learn to battle back from it. I think anytime you lose a game like this, it's going to be important to see how you bounce back, and how do we bounce back tomorrow in practice, and how do we bounce back on Saturday against Providence, and then going forward from there. So we're going to watch this film. We're going to take the positives and the negatives, and we're going to see. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to move forward.
Quinn, going to the game against Providence, how do you, as a veteran and other veteran players, talk to the freshmen and get them ready for a game like this, especially after tonight, after such a tough loss?
I think it's still early in the season, so we're still learning. We just got to pay more attention to detail when the coach is giving us scouting reports, when we're going over their plays, when we're going over our plays. We just got to be more sharp. I think the young guys, they'll be fine with everything they do.